Okay, so we've been asked to do a review for a band out of Houston, Texas called Synthetic Fiend. They just released a new album called Meltdown. They refer to their music as Southern Industrial. This album definitely has a cyberpunk vibe. I do believe they sampled Blade Runner and a couple other movies in here. The Blade Runner sample really sticks out for me because I've watched it countless times. I do like the sample used throughout this album. I think their use of samples is excellent, and the thing that caught me was the Blade Runner. I do believe it's a Blade Runner sample that they used on this album. I do believe it is conceptual. I mean, Metro Meltdown. The cover artwork looks very CP or cyberpunk, so I'm assuming it's conceptually cyberpunk. There's a couple of songs that stood out for me. Bridge to Sanity slightly reminds me of a band off the old label Gas Records that was actually from here in Calgary, a band called NCC. The band was from New York, I do believe, but the label that they were signed to for their one album was off of Gas Records, originally from here in Calgary. And that label is no longer existent, but that's besides the point. But it did, Bridge to Sanity slightly reminded me of NCC for some reason. Just some of the sound design, I like it. I like that sound. I would say that from past listenings to Synthetic Fiend, I would say that they definitely have an experimental electro-industrial vibe. The song structures are they're very different. They're not in standard song formats. I would also say that there is some trap elements in a couple of the songs and a little bit of a dub element. The very last song on the album, Lost Transit, has a little bit of a dub element, which I quite like. It kind of actually reminds me a little bit of some of the Skinny Puppy remixes and some of the stuff that Kevin Key has done over the years. My favorite track off the album is In the Sun's Eyes. Maybe not lyrically, but definitely everything put together musically. It's very pleasing to my ears, and I just really like the track. And I like this album. I like the concepts. I like the samples, the use of samples. There is actually a song on here. I can't remember which one it was. Some of the sound design and some of the chord progressions actually remind me of something that I've done. I can't quite recall what song it was because I've written so much shit. But it does the melody or whatever slightly reminds me of something that I've done. I would definitely, if you're not familiar with Synthetic Fiend, I would definitely give them a listen. I'm going to include the links in the YouTube description and to their band, hopefully their band. I think they have a Bandcamp, but if they don't, I'll find their Apple or Spotify or whatever it is. I'll find that link to the album and make sure to include it in the description of this YouTube video. Yeah, I would recommend you listen to this. Anyone that is into underground music, in particular underground industrial music. I enjoyed it. I think you'll enjoy it too. I think that's it for this video. I just wanted to give Synthetic Fiend and their new album Metro Meltdown a little bit of a review. They are from Houston, Texas, and they do call their style of industrial music Southern Industrial. I would check this album out, and I hope you folks in Synthetic Fiend, I hope you guys are doing well, and hey, maybe we'll play shows together.